What is going on, YouTube? I am back. This is Power, Season 3, Episode 6 review. A lot of stuff went down in this episode. Tommy seems to be going a little soft on us. Diamond seems to have his diamond cracked. Junkie Gennard, is he going to try that fentanyl? Because if he does, I think he's going to have a suicide issue going on. Tommy's a daddy? Tommy's the pappy? Tommy's the pappy. And he looks like he's happy to be the pappy. Will Tariq get a chance to be the uncle and meet this boy? We're going to discuss all that in this episode. Waiting on a few more of the other people to jump on in here before we take off and get going. But until we do that, I want to make sure that you all please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok. My name on TikTok is Movie and TV Breakdowns. That's who I am on TikTok. I'm Lamont Steele here, and I would love to have you guys follow me on this journey as we are trying to get content rolling for this upcoming year. And I missed last episode because I was out of town, busy, trying to handle some things, trying to see what is going on. Didn't get a chance to do it. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to talk this talk with you all, and let's see what we can get going. What's up, Rashonda? What's up at Exposing Truth 5188? That's what happened. I missed the episode just because I was out of town, and I'm back now, and we'll try to discuss what's going on here today before we get going. How's everybody feeling about this season so far? What are your thoughts? Honestly, I've enjoyed it. I'm pleasantly surprised at this season. I thought that losing the Flynn daddy would make the show a little, I don't know, change the dynamic. I enjoyed Paulie as a right-hand man. And you know I love Liliana, and she's gone. And so now I'm just kind of wondering, what are we going to do here? That's what I thought until the season started. And so far, it's right to me. R.I.P. the Cloudy Claudia. Yes, she's gone. Shout out to Lily Flower on IG. You did a great job in that role. I hate to see you go, but it was part of the story. And we'll see what happens as they move forward with Tommy and the issues he has going on. And so as we've got people in here now, we're starting to load up. I'm going to read some of the comments so far. Shout out to DeMarcus. Shout out to King Scorpio. The Hotspot Net 313. What's going on? I think that's a Detroit area code, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. King Scorpio wants to know where Lex. She's supposed to be in here in a few minutes. And hopefully she'll show up in a bit. But we've got a situation going on that's a brewing with this show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a situation. To me, it looks like Tommy is about to be stabbed in the back by Diamond and Gennard. This looks to me like, hold on. We got somebody popping in. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. It's y'all's favorite, Lex the Targaryen. What's going on, Lex?
Hello, cousin. How are you tonight?
I am doing good. How about yourself?
I am good. I am excited we back on. People, did you miss us?
Well, they can't miss you because you ain't showing them your face. You know that part of this job, Lex, is to show off the sex appeal to help get these ratings. What the hell are you doing, Lex?
Nah, it's very true. It is very true. We're having some technical difficulties. So I said, you know
Okay.
what? Let me figure it out and join early. You know, I'll be strolling in casually late, but I'm early today. I'm early.
Okay, well, we'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. We're just happy to have her here, and you know she is about to blaze up the show. Lex, I am talking about this fracturing that is going on with that looks to be going on with Tommy and Diamond, and I'm gonna also say Gennard and Shanti. I see a three-way fracturing going on, and let me explain to you how I think it's going to happen because I know you've got great theories. Obviously, Diamond's ego is hurt. He's tired of being bossed around by white boy Tommy, Johnny come lately. He's tired of that. Even though Tommy's helping him make the money, he's tired of it. Then he's got the peer pressure of his brother, a known junkie, in his ear telling him he ain't shit. You letting this white dude run the show. All right. So they got those guns. Tommy made a deal with another clan so they can move all this product. Jannard don't like it. Diamond goes off. And now Jannard has done gotten down with the fentanyl gang, which I think he will start getting on that fentanyl. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. But what I want to know from you, Lex, is do you see what I'm seeing? I see CBI versus Tommy and Miguel and Shanti. What is your vision of how this thing is going to play out by the last two episodes?
It's gonna be trouble, trouble. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Cause man, I am loving it. The writing this season. Let me tell you something. They sat in a room. They sat around a round table filled with matchas and quarter zips, and they said, "God damn it, this is the last season." And we gonna alley oop this for him and Reek correctly. This got to be the best writing since season one because it's making sense. It's not too many distractions. And let me tell you something. You are accurate, cousin, because I said this before. I said Shanti and Tommy gonna end up linking in because they both are very strong-willed people. But when they were smoking that blunt together and when she helped him hide the body, they would actually make a lot more money working together than they would trying to fight each other because Shanti is really about that life. You know what I'm saying? And so is Tommy. It's just if she not focused on trying to kill him and do too much, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely see the fracture. I see the brothers basically versus Tommy and Shanti and Miguel because the pregnancy done changed everything. You know, we'll get there when we get there, but I see the division. I see it. I see it clear as day. Moses in the Red Sea.
Speaking of part in the Red Sea and seeing things bleed red, that's not something that Miguel's sister's having to worry about right now because she is pregnant with Tommy's baby. And she went to the clinic, she thought about it, and she said, hell to the no. And the way they set it up, I thought was kind of interesting writing. They had her pretend as though she wasn't going to have the baby because of the kind of lifestyle Tommy is involved with, and her as the human being signing up for it, which I thought that would have been smart. That would have been a great way for her to say that that was the decision to abort the baby because her lifestyle puts that kid in danger. But no, we go on. She's going to have the baby. Tommy was about to turn into Holly Tommy until he found out that she decided to keep the baby. So, Lex, what kind of trouble is this baby going to get Tommy into?
I mean, if it makes it, we know the history of babies in power. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind history repeating itself because Tommy becoming the father is a distraction. And it's not a good distraction. It's like now you gotta focus on him, Mireya, the streets, everything. Like we saw that storyline with Ghost. And yeah, he could do it different and blah blah blah. But I'm not really interested in that. I told y'all before they could cap her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, yeah, nah, they could cap her. I've been said that.
what?
Yeah, nah.
What?
I don't want her to be Tommy's final ending. To be honest, like I don't know. It's still not. I don't know. But honestly, I felt like that about all of Tommy's love interests. It's never been one that I've been like, yeah, I like them together. Lakeisha was a snitch. Holly was a setup snitch.
Yeah.
Okay, Gloria was a toss up. She was a pretty bop. Professor Milgram Jr.
Oh,
like,
see, hey, we're not going to have no Professor Meekum. We're not going to have none of that up here, Lex. You already know what you're doing. We're not going to have no
you
disrespecting
ain't got the
Professor
glasses.
Meekum.
You ain't got the glasses. But no,
Oh, goodness.
seriously, I'm not really. I mean, they can be together. Yeah, that's all nice. But to be honest, and I know this is about to sound crazy, but story wise, it would be so effective. I wouldn't even be mad if Mireya die and Tommy carries over to. I mean, Miguel carries over to the next show, and him and Tommy is super cool now because he's seen how he tried to. I honestly, that's a force to do. What does she have to offer to the next spinoff? That's what we have to ask. There's nothing she has to offer other than a baby and humping Tommy. Like anybody could do that. Like what else is there? She's
Wow.
boring.
What, Lex? My God, you act like women are a dime a dozen, especially pregnant women. Lex, come on now. This man is in love with this woman, and now she's got his baby. That's what makes this different. As a matter of fact, Lex, did you notice the way Tommy has changed his behavior because he's about to be a father? He actually helped Miguel. Tommy would never help Miguel. And in turn, because Tommy helped Miguel, Miguel helped out Tommy at that ugly ass threesome dinner that looked weird AF. Talk to me about that storyline, Lex the Targaryen.
I mean, it was nice. That was probably one of the first positive dinners we seen in Power because I was waiting for, I don't know, but I think, like I said, when he was looking at her and said, "You look like, you got to realize it's a brother and sister. Siblings will always go through things with their siblings. They don't have no more grandma. They don't have no more grandpas. No more mom. I don't even know if they ever mentioned their dad. So, it changed like in a blink of an eye, things like that, because more than anything, Miguel does love his sister. I don't think anybody can question that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he really wanted to be a savage when he took her, he could have. Regardless,
Mhm.
what I mean, if he didn't care about her, that was just an older brother throwing a tantrum of, I'm still the oldest, I can do what I want, and she had to bounce back with, no, babe, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, well, they could send me the gift registry or whatever.
Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, Lex is not a fan of people giving birth on Power. None of the shows. Not Raising Canaan, not the original Power, not this Power. Lex is not a fan of people getting pregnant on the show, which brings me to this, Lex. D-Mac, his little girlfriend is trying to convince him to use his smarts and get out these streets. Does this not sound like Tariq? Sounds like Tariq to me, which is why I think D-Mac and Tariq might hook up for a show, but I digress. The question I have for you, Lex, is D-Mac's little girlfriend who has a promising future, is she going to be RIP before the season is over with?
Well, first off, let me say D-Mac is growing on me. Like, he really, every
Okay.
episode is growing on me. Like, I don't hate him as much. Like, nowhere near. Like, I don't know. He's really growing on me. Like, he's such a wild little, but it's just like you see the potential in his thuggability.
Oh, God.
So it's just he grown on me. D-Mac grown on me. Now, as far as Genesis, uh, um, yeah, they finna hit her with that crystal. They finna hit her with that crystal. If you know, you know. Oh, I mean, I ain't saying they finna kidnap her and pop her while she eating peanut butter and jelly, but yeah, she's finna be a crystal.
Hmm. For my 80s babies out there, the way Lex said Genesis, it reminded me of the Sega Genesis commercial. Do y'all remember the one that said Genesis does? You can't do this on Nintendo. That was from like 1988 or something like that. And the lady in that commercial said Genesis, just the way Lex called this girl's name, Genesis. Me personally, Genesis is a goner. She's a goner. She is done. Stick a fork in her. She is that pork chop on the grill that y'all having for Thanksgiving. Better yet, the 4th of July.
On
Her
that
ass
bike,
is done.
that's how it's
Yes.
gonna happen. On that bike, he gonna be riding through.
And they're gonna shoot her up. Well, you mean they're gonna miss him and get her?
They might.
Okay.
They might. I mean, I would hope that maybe she just break up with him and get away, or maybe it'd be like it'll be an open. If they smart, how the Powerverse can just keep expanding and expanding, and how characters come back. He need to get that bread, and he need to pay for her to go to Spelman, and they just gonna have this kind of undying love, because who's to say she can't become a lawyer or somebody important and come back into the story years later? Because DMAC is still a kid. Like, if they smart, they would not kill her. Now, I'm not saying if they do, they dumb, because it's always good. But if they, that's a genius storyline to leave off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They listen. Don't let another young black child die in these streets that want to be something. Now, y'all already took Leroy. Leave that biblical
Lex,
baby alone.
you make a solid point, and I think that we're all just clamoring for somebody in these kids to grow up. We see them evolve to a lawyer or a congressperson or a doctor, a surgeon, something like that, and then they get caught up in some mess. We all really wanted to see the spinoff with Tate. What was they going to call it? Influence. That would have been good.
That would
And
have
it's
been so good, and it could have still been good, but they done killed the brother, which takes up, and it was no reason to kill him. It was that was crazy.
And so, Lex, I feel like what they done, they gave us a watered down version of the story by taking out Congressman Tate and putting in this chick, Stacy Marks. Lex, when I say you is up to your eyeballs and shit, she can't breathe right now. Every time she open a nostril, she's smelling dumpster. This lady is over her skis. She's been controlled by the mob, which is Tommy, and then she thinks she's going to be the mayor. Now, I think she is going to become the mayor, Lex, but how much more dastardly stuff is she going to do? And will her husband figure out that she's tied in with Tommy?
Stacy Marks is a daggone nut. Bro, I would have just stopped the whole campaign, got from under everybody's thumb, started over in a new city. Like, she got too much pride, and you're way too. She's way too deep. Like, you didn't know who you was playing with. Thomas Patrick is not the one. And she done effed around and found out. And now it's too late. Like, it's literally too late. Like, just Vic was her little poodle that done had his snacks. He feeling his weedy. So now he done chihuahua'd up. You got Tommy, just it's just like, girl. But I tell you what, I think the husband is gonna find out that, well, soon to be ex-husband gonna find out she dirty, because she probably she gonna have to kill the other dirty one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Same.
from the trailer? Yeah, remember when the trailer, when the husband was pulling back somebody done died and he was pulling back the sheet and it looked personal, like on his face. That's who it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be her.
You know, it could be JP. You ever thought about it? It could be DMAT,
D
Daddy.
Mac ain't fin. Oh, yeah, it could. If they gonna kill JP, they just need to hurry up and do it, because we ain't even seen him. It ain't even like I'm gonna really miss him.
Well, you know, the plot device for him is Tommy's going to be upset. You know,
Oh yeah,
you
all
kill
hell gonna break
JP,
loose.
Tommy is going to lose his mind. And this is the thing I want to know. This is what I want to know from the audience and Lex. By the way, the best way you guys can help this channel grow is by feeding the algorithm by leaving comments. Likes are good, but comments are significantly better. And we always enjoy when you guys leave us stuff. So shout us out, leave us a comment, give us a LOL, whatever you want to do. Speaking of that, is Jannard going to survive this series, Lex, or is he going to kick the bucket? I just got a feeling. If Jannard kills Tommy's brother, I already see Shanti, the showstopper. She's already showing you she's done with him. She don't want no more of the crackhead penis. She's done with that. She wants some of that white chocolate. And she's gonna leave him. So is Jannard gonna die? Lex, the floor is yours.
First off, before I answer this, let me say how Chris Lofton is really that effing guy. Because every time I get pissed off when he come on the screen, he remind me why he's needed for the show. Cause just on some comedic relief, like, he really be carrying the scenes with him and Diamond. Like, oh my God. Like, shout out to Chris Lofton, for real, for real. But no. It's rockabye baby for him, because he gonna be the one to kill JP. He gonna be the one to kill JP, and it's gonna be on accident. You know, Janara Oz gonna get all big, and he gonna start sniffing his nose and wiping it, all nervous and stuff, because he trying to fight a fix. Like, it's going to be bad. It's gonna be bad. And because ultimately it has to come down to, it's not really Diamond and Tommy, it's really Jannard and Tommy, if you want to be technical on a level of beef. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, they both gonna get knocked down for sure. But
Well, Jannard done brought Diamond into the beef because Jannard figured out a way to hit Diamond's ego. Now, Beyonce made a whole song about having a big ego. And an ego, folks, is an inanimate object that oftentimes influences the way people behave. And at the end of this show, because a man wanted to know why we ain't let Tommy know something, Diamond's ego just snapped and he had to beat up. I always seem to like the little fat sidekicks, man. I like the one on the Mafia show from Detroit. I like the one from last season. I like this guy here too. Why Diamond had to beat him up, Lex?
Honestly, that was lame. That was so lame for Diamond to do that. Diamond feeling himself, and now I'm ready. Like how I was ready for Jannard to get taken out. Now I'm ready for Diamond to get taken out. Jannard can stick around a little bit longer. Like you feeling yourself and you taking that anger out on the wrong people. And the crazy thing is, like, even if he was to beat the brakes off Tommy, that's the battle. That's not the war. It's no way you coming in over Egan. It's no way. There's no possible way. And I have been waiting for this man to cancel Christmas for a minute. Like TikTok goes the clock. JP, let's go get in the ground so your brother could cancel Christmas because that's what it's gonna take. That's what it's
Lord
gonna
have mercy.
take. So, I'm not rushing him to the grave, but get the slow singing and flower bringing. Let's go. Muy rápido.
And Lex, the sad thing is, all this anger and aggression, Diamond could have had some panty draws. He's stressed, Lex. He's stressed. He could have had him some good. I'm just getting over some emotional roller coaster panty draw that probably would have knocked his damn socks all, grew some hair back on his damn head. But no, he's up here too busy worried about Tommy and Tommy making moves. Tommy's putting money in this man's pocket. Tommy is basically got a business on cruise control. Diamond is hardly ever needed, but he's letting the snake in the grass, his brother, which, it's your family. I get it. But are you going to let family ruin your business? That's what Diamond is doing. And now Jannard has polluted that man's head. And Lex, we know good and damn well Jannard is not killing Diamond for Shanti. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. But if it's just so many people that could kill Jannard out, I mean, take Jannard out and it would be satisfactory. Because at this point, I don't even want Shanti to get taken out. And so I'm telling me she is. At first I did, but I'm not even mad at Shanti no more. Like she really did. I mean, I blame her because you love the crackhead back to life, girl. You're wildin'.
Oh,
But
good.
like, nah, you're bugged out. Like I draw the line. But I'm not even mad at sis no more. However, like I said, I personally think that he's not with the plan to get rid of Diamond. It's just so it honestly the way the dominoes, the way my predictions have to go because they so scattered, I need to know who's going to kill JP because I think everybody knows it's going to happen. I would be shocked. That would be the shock of the season if they didn't. And if it just looked another way or something like that, that would be the shock of the season to me. And
Hmm.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they kind of made it evident with a lot of the mini clips and stuff from the original big trailer. Like I think it's pretty evident. But all of that to say, I yeah, just yeah.
Here's a storyline we haven't talked about just yet. Let's talk about New Kids on the Block or whatever your favorite boy band was from the late 90s. Vic done went and got him a crew. He done went back and took Flynn territory. Question I have, Lex, was this a good move or a bad move? Did he just get something started that he might not be able to get out of without Tommy's help? What do you think is going to happen with New Kids on the Block actually being the New Kids on the Block for real?
Like I said, I actually do think Vic is gonna come out. I don't know if you could say on top, but he gonna come out all right at the end of this. Now, because he was always considered the weakest Flynn, of course. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Which I mean, technically, he really was. But I mean, we're not gonna lie.
Wait a
Claudius
minute,
definitely had more
Lex.
balls than him.
But Lex, he was with a sister. How can you call a white dude who went against his family's because they was racist as hell, and he went against that shit and said, "I'm gonna get these black panty draws." That's weak.
Vic was weak as hell because he could. He's the reason Gloria got capped. Let's talk about it.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? He couldn't stand up to Da talking about some,
Yeah,
just wait, just wait. What you mean? Wait, little bruh. Ain't nobody waiting. Wait for what? For
that's
what?
true.
What am I waiting for?
That's
Absolutely
true.
not. Vic used to stay tail tucked when Da was alive and breathing. And then once Gloria, like I said, once Gloria died, then he snapped. It was like, all right, that's why I said, 1, 2, 3, not it. JP, you gotta hurry up and die, my brother. Cause I'm waiting for Tommy to snap.
Lord have mercy. So,
Chop chop.
audience, if you don't feel what Lex is saying, basically the baby has softened Tommy a little bit, and now we need a catalyst to get him to go back to extreme Tommy, and for sure it's going to be JP getting popped, and then the manhunt is going to be on for who did it. I'm sure D-Mac is going to want to get some vengeance too. It's his pappy, and when all these things happen and Tommy loses control, will he take his eye off the ball? Will he take his eye off Miguel? Will he take his eye off CBI? Lex, what is the mistake Tommy is going to make when he goes back into rage Tommy?
Um, I don't even think it's gonna be a mistake. I just think actually keeping Vic alive might be a mistake.
Mm.
Because Vic could really, like, we already seen a clip of him and Jannard talking. Vic really could double cross him because he thinking he not worried about Stacy no more. Tommy has it. I was watching the episode and I was like, all right, you getting a little ghosty when he was, when he was coming at Stacy and all of them. Like I said, all right, that's what got your brother taken out. You getting, yeah, I heard it clear as day. No one's gonna stop me, Tasha. Like, yeah, I ain't. Tommy in there wilding. He really think he invincible right now. So I need him to calm down. And once again, I think all of this is softening the tires to hit the road for Tariq because he's going to be outnumbered. And Miguel is most likely gonna end up getting taken out. Cause and at that point, it's just like, all right, well, who do you have? Pregnant Mireya, once again, she contributes nothing other than beauty. There's no contribution other than just being beautiful. There's nothing. Her storyline is very dry. She ain't even like I can see if I mean she done patched a couple people up. That's
Yeah,
fine. Uh,
she gives her
okay.
brother his insulin shot. That's big.
No, it's not. Miguel just a big baby. All you got to do is hold your arm out and stick yourself. For Christ's sakes,
God,
Wegovy is a thing.
this
Just
boy,
Ozempic. Just stick yourself. You alright? But anyway,
folks,
I
you talking to a military woman. She just be like, dude, just bend over, and stick your damn self. That's what you
man,
do.
listen. All sorry, shut that crying up. Hold your arm out. You could get shot and just and then when the needle come out, you just want to cry. It's the male ego. I can't deal. Anyway, I do think, like I said, Maria did this. This is Tommy is just gonna be outnumbered. There's no way, even with a coalition, he's gonna be outnumbered. He gonna have to call Reek because Reek that boy. And come on,
And
we
then
all miss Reek.
Reek gonna bring in his New York family. Hell, we might even see Tasha pop up to come and help
Listen,
Tommy.
where is hashtag where is Kane? Hashtag where is Kane? That would be a beautiful add into the team, but Kane too damn hot headed. And Kane somewhere, his story in the wind. Power Book 7. Let that be Power Book 7. The Hurricane. Hurricane.
Oh Lord, Lex, let's end on this right here. Because Miguel did not get the job done, he done got the lotus flower. And old boy is about to get out of prison because the only one that could keep him in prison was Cloudy Claudia. Lex, because he's about to get out of prison, because of the heat that is going to be put on Che's business, is this the moment that Tommy and Miguel are going to actually have to combine forces to take on the Ortegas and CBI? And to help them with CBI is going to be the trifecta: Shanti, Tommy, Miguel. Talk to me about what's going to happen to the Ortegas. Lex, the floor is yours.
That would be a very beautiful triangle, Miguel, Tommy, and Shanti, because Shanti got her own people. You know what I mean? Miguel clearly got his own people. You know, but then again, we don't know if Miguel people also gonna flip on him because he done buried the hatchet for Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with all the beef that done happened before, so you don't know. Like him and Miguel could be on some all along. I honestly, for once, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they want us to think things are gonna end one way and they won't. I think the only thing, like I said, that I'm content and believing is that JP gonna kick the bucket. But everything else, I'm just trying to force my brain to think of different avenues because it's like I feel like they gonna hit us with a swapperoni. Like everything is not what it appears to be. You know what I mean? Because can you imagine though if Jannard is kind of I don't think he's smart enough to do that. But if he really was fine with making it seem one way and he's okay with getting Diamond out and Shanti because he just want to be on top so bad, like we don't know. But I don't know. I think the way Jannard been looking at drugs all season, he may end up overdosing. Like as a storyline B, I don't know because Jannard been looking at drugs a little bit too long all season. He been fighting it but something could happen. Can you imagine if Diamond or something get shot or something and he go to hit it and he hit the Fetty and don't like something? That would be a peaceful storyline too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
Well, Lex, they didn't introduce that core fentanyl for nothing. You know,
listen.
we know how strong that shit is. And it's only a matter of time before Junkie Jannard goes back to it because look,
Mm-hmm.
he's been replacing his fix for drugs with his fix for Shanti Panty Draws Showstopper. And she done
Mm-hmm.
threw that shit away. And all my men out there know that when a woman take away the draws, you got to get your fix somewhere else. And he's probably going to take it to them streets and get on them drugs all day long, ladies and gentlemen, all day long. Well, folks, this is as good of a place to end. Shout out to all 102 of y'all that came in. Oh, she's back. Okay, okay, never mind. Hold on. Okay, she's back. She's back.
Hey back. I don't know what's
I thought
happening.
I thought technical difficulties was going to keep a sister from coming back, but again, shout out to all 110 of y'all for coming through, showing a brother some love. 2026, I will start trying to get a little bit more lives going, especially all these shows me and B Avery been covering from it. We did the Alien show. We've been doing knocking out some good shows that I think y'all might be sleeping on. I
Hold
want
on,
y'all to get
cousin. Let
into it.
me let me let them know. If y'all have not tuned in to B Avery and cousin, let me tell y'all something. The way I be in stitches every week with Welcome to Dairy, y'all need to tune in. Like it is perfect commentary. Like it is the perfect yin yang. Follow them brothers because yes, yes, and I don't see too many of us covering the show. So shout out to them.
And she's definitely right about the yin yang part, ladies and gentlemen. It's B Avery's channel. So, you know, he has to be a little cool with the things he say. Y'all know I'm just unabridged. I'm the unabridged version of the things some people want to say. And let me get to the super chatters that we got. My big homie Demarcus Vaughn, always stepping it up, helping the brother survive and keep getting Pampers. I only got one child that need Pampers right now, but damn it, that little boy needs his Pampers. And Demarcus, I appreciate you coming through. He says, Stacy Marks could tell Tommy that Bill Singh is preventing her from making mayor. Tommy could eliminate Bill. Well, that's a good thought, Demarcus, and you should start a YouTube channel, Lex. Who's going to take out Singh because we know he's going to die.
In a strange turn of events, I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be Stacy, and that's gonna be the dirtiest she get
Hmm.
her hands. Cause it may be in a situation where he try to get her and she gotta get him, and then gotta have Tommy come clean it up. Like it's gonna be her entryway into being deeper in the muck.
Do you think Bobby would kill him just to try to get back in the graces with Stacy somehow, some way? Or if Stacy was to kill Singh and Bobby found out, do you think Bobby would throw her under the bus?
I don't know, cause after the little illegal traffic stop, I said, "Oh, Bobby ain't that clean. Oh,
No.
Bobby dirty. Oh,
Mm.
Bobby."
Bobby need a damn bubble bath. And I ain't talking about with kid bubbles either. Bobby needs a scrubbing because he sat there and let homeboy bust the light, slam dude up. He's look, if you don't stop it, you're
Bobby's a dirty
engaging for it.
dirty. He's a
Yes.
dirty dirty.
Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us. We clocking y'all in at about 35 minutes. We certainly appreciate it. Your boy is going to be trying to fire on all cylinders as of the new year. I'll still be here for what we're dropping now. Until then, be safe. The Miami Dolphins are playing. Y'all know I'm a fan, and you know good and damn well we is not about to win just simply because it is below 50 degrees. Well, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, we've got B. Avery that want to come through and say a couple of words. My brother B. Avery, say a couple of words to the people before we skip
Avery!
on out of here.
Not him walking in after I done sang his praises.
Man,
Not him sliding in.
I'm sorry, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm late. Um, Time zones. Sorry about that. Great episode. I'm sorry.
Oh man, there ain't nothing to be sorry about, brother. You good? You good? Just tell the people a quick synopsis of what you felt about this particular episode, and we about to get up out of here.
I'm shocked. I can't believe they had it set up to where Tommy and Miguel is gonna get along. Because I just did not see that coming. But you know, when you bring in a new soul into the world that literally changes everything, it's horrible timing. But damn, what's gonna happen next? You know, he got that flower, so we're gonna have to see.
That's crazy. When I say that's almost a spitting image of exactly what I say. See, I needed you to be here so I can alley oop it to you.
Yeah, yeah. I messed up on that part right there. So you know,
Well, let me ask you this, B. Avery. Well, of course, I got to ask you a couple of probing questions before we get out of here. You mentioned that part that he gonna got the Lotus flower bomb, and this ain't the kind that this is not Miguel the singer giving it to him, so he's in some serious trouble here. Do you see what me and Lex see in CBI might be going at Tommy, and Tommy is going to have a strange bedfellow having to team up with Miguel and possibly Shanti to stop the Ortegas and CBI? Can you see that happening?
whoa, riding that back. Who teaming up with who now? Well, that was
it's gonna be Miguel and Tommy and Shanti the showstopper having
okay.
to fight off CBI and the Ortega cartel.
Wow, that's a lot. Maybe I don't see it, but you know, I didn't see Miguel and Tommy being on the same side either, having dinner together. So I guess it's possible. I don't know if I want to see that, but who knows at this point.
Do you want to see the baby delivered?
Like literally, or do I want to see the baby come before the season is over?
Do you want to see the baby come before the season
Yeah,
is over?
yeah. I
So
wouldn't
you,
mind.
you want to see Tommy become a father?
I mean, I don't want to see it, but I'm open to see it.
See, my boy, my boy. I
Yeah.
said that.
see, I can't get no peace, ladies and gentlemen, because B. Avery always is enchanting the ladies on my show.
I
He's
guess.
always enchanting them with
But
his
it's
his
factual.
insights.
We don't want to see Tommy changing diapers. We want to see him loading Glocks and busting them. We don't want to see that. Now, if they write it, am I going to be angry like, kill the kid? No, I mean, it's here. I guess we got to like Lil Thomasita. But I don't want it to be here, Like, what does it add to the storyline? Ghost had the identity of I want to do ABCD legitly. He had to get his money how he got it and he wanted to do it. Tommy has always wanted to be in the streets. There's no character arc that you're not about to magically change him because a little wow is here. Like no, it doesn't make sense. So just find a way to peacefully cat Mireya and we good.
Mm, man,
Yeah.
hello.
Lex just want Mireya. She wants She want all the women up here. All the women of color. She wants them dead,
Nah,
except for
Shanti cool
Stacy
now. I
Marks.
told you I changed my mind on Shanti. Like she could survive a little bit longer, but
See,
Miranda, she gotta go. She somewhere. I don't
so
know. She gotta go.
is getting better. I
See?
have liked her a little bit more the last 2 or 3 episodes. She doesn't just seem so gung ho. She seems more calculating and reserved. I like her response to what's his name? Uh
Jannard.
Nard. What was the nickname you called him? Dirty Nose
I call
Jannard.
him Junkie Jannard.
Jannard, yeah. I like her response because he bullshitting and she not even going off. She just being quiet, looking at him like, okay, and not even saying okay. She just, mentally, nodding and going about her day. I liked her response. She's like, this isn't working for me right here. You throwing my name in. We talked about that. I just liked how reserved and calm she was. So there's something about her that's different now that I like.
Okay. Well, I'll get you out of here on this. Talk to me about Stacy. She's the mark now.
She is out of control, man. She done just. I mean, it's. I don't understand how we got here. I think it's ridiculous, but it's funny. Because with her position, she just it never should have ended up at this point with her and her life and her career. She's going through the divorce now. She's working with Tommy. There's no way she's gonna get out of this. Her throwing her little temper tantrums too in the office. Fuck. Flipping tables or throwing all the stuff on the ground. It's funny to me. I don't care about Stacy. I don't hate her, but I don't care about her either. And I'm not saying I want her to lose, but I don't care at the same time. But this is it's turning into a comedy show for her for me.
Yeah, Stacy and Jannard are the comic relief for the show, everybody. Shout out to the homie, the tall glass. Glad to see you here. I appreciate you coming through
I
and
got a
everybody that
question,
came through.
y'all. I got a question for
Uh-oh.
y'all too.
Go ahead, Lex. What you got?
All right. Dun dun dun. So predictions. Who do you think will be the next main character to die, excluding JP? Because I think we all just know JP, but who do you think is next up on the chopping block? Let's go.
I want to say Miguel, but I think they're gonna save that till maybe okay, this is episode 6. We got 8 episodes total. Is that correct? We got
It's
8.
eight, not 10.
I think it's 10.
Okay.
Oh, please be 10.
My fault. My fault. I don't think it's gonna be Miguel. I think it's gonna be you said JP. I don't think JP gonna. I probably D Mac.
Mm.
Probably D Mac.
Well, Lex,
I'm sorry.
if you put me on a truth monitor, truth serum, or a lie detector, I will tell you no lie. I think it's going to be Junkie Jannard. Either he's going to overdose on carfentanil, or somebody is going to put it in his face to get him to overdose on it, or somebody's going to get him loose on the goose, and Shanti might take him out, or Tommy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Jannard kicking the bucket.
Those are very interesting theories.
Let's stay out real quick. I don't like what they're doing with Diamond as well. I don't know why they having him act crazy all of a sudden. How he beat up old dude. Like, hey, I think we should let Tommy know. And then he just beat his ass. Get him out of here before I kill him. I don't know why they're doing stuff like this. I don't like it. Like they did last season. Just random. I'm a drug dealer, and he kills that not the guidance counselor, but the dude that was that was monitoring him in the barbershop. That was just ridiculous out of left field. Him beating up his own crew person like this was ridiculous as well. I don't like all that.
I said that I'm not a fan of it. I thought it was really out of pocket and it was just really lame for his character. Like, I don't know, he just giving like sourpuss Debo, like, and I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
Well, his ego got struck because you've got the snake in the grass, Jannard, whispering sweet nothings in his ear that you used to be better than this. You used to run things. Now you don't let this white boy from New York come in here and run stuff, and he's putting his panty drawers over you, and you letting him do everything. So you got that going on. And then you got the man's ego. Then be able to top all that. The man had a chance to get some good panty draws to release some of that stress, and he chose not to do that. So you mixing all these components into a tall black man who feels like he has no control over nothing, and now he feels like he's got control back by beating up.
That's more Jannard character to act this way than Diamond, but that's just me.
Me. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I do agree with that, but they decided to put Diamond on this heel turn, and I just wonder where it's gonna go. So we'll see. Audience, you've been wonderful as usual. You'll be seeing me here and there. Please go check me out on movies and TV breakdowns on TikTok. You see Lex the Targaryen. That's how you can find her. You know, you can find B. Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews on YouTube. He's got his link right there. We would love to have you guys come. And whenever you come, the best thing to do to help us all out is leave a comment. That's the new way to trigger the algorithm nowadays. It's not just to like, it's actually to leave a comment. LOL, hey, how you doing? Who you sleeping with? What kind of protein shake you drank yesterday? Something, anything. Do like DeMarcus do. DeMarcus gets up there, he leaves us comments. He asks us who danced better, Michael Jackson or Chris Brown. We'll take that. That's engagement. Please do that. And before we get out of here, B. Avery, is there anything that folks need to see that you're getting ready to drop? Because I know it's about to be a busy week for you with Avatar and so many other things.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing it again tomorrow. But other than that, I don't have anything. Actually, I'm seeing Anaconda on Wednesday too. So Avatar, Anaconda coming up. There's some other stuff I may want to do too, but I'll keep it close to my chest until then, if that's okay.
All right, folks. He's going to keep it close to his chest like a vest, and you'll just have to keep watching to see what we drop. Till that next sexy as hell video, we are out. Stick with us. Turn on the notifications because you never know when we might drop something. Peace.
Peace out.